Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, as always, just want to say a big thank you to all the friends of the channel. Anybody who's liked, subscribed and commented on previous videos, it's greatly appreciated as always. To any newcomers to the channel, hope you enjoyed the video, and please check out some of the old videos and drop us a sub. I think we're trying to grow the channel still, and every little helps, and we don't ask for much else than that on here. So yeah, please do press that sub button. It'll help us out immensely. But for this video, it's still Sunday. We're still just filming it just after that Plymouth update. Yeah, I'm just toying around with what to work on next. I've got a few ideas for these are the ones I've just plucked through the shelf. I was having a look over the shelf, see what I've got, and there's been a couple I fancied doing for a couple of months, and so I just fancy doing it right at this moment in time, but things might change. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through them with you and sort of give you my ideas of what I'm going to do. I mean, my ideas are probably going to be the idea I go with, to be quite honest. I'm not a complete puppet, but I would like your input regardless. Regardless what you would like to be seen done to that model. But and if it's something I like as well, I'll add it into the build if I can. But I think we're on Sunday the 19th of March at the moment. So I do want to. I'm going to have a couple of days away from the bench. I got a bit of work to catch up on anyway. But I think by Wednesday, sort of Wednesday afternoon, what I'll be doing is I'll just be taking account of who comments, and I'd like to think you've subscribed to comment, but just tell me which one you'd like doing the most, and I'll tally up which is the most wanted from the people who have commented on the video for the next couple of days. But yeah, like I say, there's going to be no wrong answers at all. They're all going to get done at some point. Like I say, it's just a case of what I do sooner rather than later, what's going to be my next one. And I might change my mind on wanting to do a few of the restorations at a later date if they don't get picked. But as it stands, we've got quite a wide range of options we can go through. I think first one being is this old MPC original 1972 Dodge Sportsman window van. Quite hard kit to come by. Multi-window. It kind of limits us to what we want to do with it. My idea for this, as you can tell by that previous Plymouth I've done, I do like fleet and municipal vehicles, but I don't think I really want to do this as an ambulance. It's got too many seats for any kind of ambulance. I could rip them out and what have you, but I'd end up covering them windows with decals if we were to do an ambulance. I don't really fancy it for this one. Also, don't really want to do it as a police van. I think the best you could probably get is like maybe a prisoner transport vehicle or something, or I don't really want to do anything fire related either. I mean, it was done as a police thing by a kid or somebody. I mean, it's quite a clean build. There's not much glass on the windows at all to clean up. Chassis is a bit bowed. It's been, I don't know if it's just the way it's been glued in or whether it's just seems to be dropping low and a bit far forward on the front. Don't like the way it sits. I don't particularly like the wood tyres on it. But I am going to go. So I don't want it completely factory stock. I want something to really set the date on this. And my idea for this one is going to be like a 70s airport shuttle bus. I mean, it'll be a complete figment of my imagination, to be quite honest with you, because not many pictures on the internet about with them things, and to be quite honest, they might not have even used these. But I was thinking the only thing with that idea is, I do like the idea of working Pan Am Airlines into it. I think that airline just kind of would really set the date to it. And I've been buying little airplane, where you see lots of airplane decals and stuff, and I bought a few Pan Am sheets. It's the only airplane stuff I'll ever buy, but sometimes the decals, if you've got an idea like that. I was thinking like blue and white, two-tone, so like say you end up with another blue and white van or model, you might see that a lot in my builds, I'm afraid. It's one of my favourite colour combinations. It seems to work well with everything. But yeah, I was thinking of blue and white with some Pan Am decals on it here and there, and maybe build a roof rack, and could be like a shuttle bus for the pilots. We might do some figures to scatter about inside, and find some scale suitcases just to randomly pop on the roof rack. But yeah, I think that's my idea for that one. Probably the way I'd like to take it. I've got decals in already, and that'll be a pretty much hopefully a straightforward, I wouldn't say box stock rebuild, but we'll add our own little bits, our own little touches here and there. But yeah, nice one, rare old kit. Had it for years. Somebody actually bought it off me and then never paid for it. Couldn't contact them through after the auction. So then I never relisted it after that. So here it stays, and that's certainly what I want to do. I'm glad I've kept that one, because I've had a lot of these Dodge vans in the past and I sold them all, and yeah, that's the last one remaining. Second one, it's this record Renault Flow Ride, quite a record kit's Renault Flow Ride, quite a rare kit. Got all the bits and pieces here. It's a multi-piece body construction. I mean, I think I'd like to go factory stock with this and use the hardtop roof or repair the screen. I mean, all the pieces are there. I mean, screen's a bit naughty and what have you, but yeah, the clean brakes, so we'll be able to fix that. It's got both the bumpers, and so we could complete a nice factory stock on that. Maybe do it in that Tamiya pink colour would look pretty nice on that as a factory stock. But I think I won't be against a bit of mild customising on this, but I just think with the size of the wheels, because it's quite a smaller kit, yeah, we might be struggling for parts if we want to. And it's quite a rare kit as well, to be fair. So I'd probably like just to put this back to factory stock. In a nice sort of period colour. But yeah, quite an unusual kit, that one. I mean, we got the trunk lid for it, but unfortunately that's quite warped. Yeah, it looks like it would have had that spare glued on top of there. I don't know if that was how they carried the spares back then, but it certainly caused its damage to that. But we'll be able to straighten that out, and yeah, even if we can't get it straightened out all the way, we'll be able to probably fill whatever's left over and make a nice flush trunk lid for that. So yeah, like I say, I mean, we've pretty much got all parts for it. It just needs repairs here and there, and bits tidying up and paint stripping. But yeah, that'll be quite a nice build and what have you. So just pop that down there. Another rare old beast. Yeah, I've not come across many of these. I mean, I've owned a lot of vintage kits and builders and what have you, and this was certainly one of the few 69s that I've seen. So yeah, I had to get that one. Got its issues, a few sink marks. Paint wasn't too bad, to be quite fair. You could probably consider this a survivor and polished the bits up, but for me it's just an old built model with ratty paintwork and worn chrome, and it certainly deserves a new lease of life. There would be absolutely no consideration on anything but factory stock on this. I think I think you don't need to customise these. I know I've seen real car, Lincoln Continentals, and they look well with custom wheels and slammed and stuff like that. But it's not really my cup of tea on a car like this. But really don't know what colour choice. I think wouldn't mind some ideas with colour choice on this. To be quite honest with you, I do like the bronze. I think it really suits and dates the model. So we could do something similar to that. I mean, do you think the only thing we're doing it to similar is making it not look a great deal different to what we started with? But I think it's got the engine in there. It's the last year model of the Continental, I think. I don't think they bought out of 70, and so this was the end of line tooling from that 66 to 69 tooling. Just another one where you wonder if that tooling got weighed in because it was too deteriorated and they've just binned it off. But yeah, nice kit, that really nice kit. Probably one of my favourite Lincoln kits I've got, just because it's one of the more unusual ones. But yeah, I think we get a nice factory stock out of that, maybe a dark metallic maroon or something, or yeah, we could do. I don't think blues really suit this car, to be quite honest. You see some in the baby blue and what have you, but yeah, maybe I just don't think a blue would really suit this too much, unless I find a really nice period blue. But I guess it's what's available here in the UK anyway. So we do have that one. This one might be a bit controversial to some people because you could consider it a survivor, but again, for me, it had its day. The amount of dirt and dust and muck in the paintwork, that it's all over really. I mean, you can tell it's probably based up in a candy gold and painted in them AMT candy colours from back in the day. This is a 62 Impala, the original annual 62 Impala, and it's had some custom work done. There's some, I don't know if I've got any of the original customising parts for the rear end, but it had one of the options, it had quite a nice rear end. But on this one, I would just try and recreate what the builder was trying to do and try and keep the same sort of flavour in it. I mean, the wheels are completely, I don't know what it is about these Revel wheels and some of the AMT rear drag wheels, but these Revel wheels certainly, if they're ever kept on a model, they all just absolutely melt themselves. I mean, it's pushing itself off the rims, and you say, oh, I'll keep them because they're a survivor, but give that another 10 years and that rim will be popping right off and probably melting itself into the quarter panel at the same time. But yeah, I mean, it's been quite a lot of work on this, to be quite fair. To build this into a nice model, like I say, I would try and keep it true to the original builders' aspirations of getting this on a show, on a contest table. I'm assuming this was probably put on a contest table at some time, But yeah, we'd certainly keep the flavour. I mean, it's got all the sort of fairy interior, but I think this one's really overkill. I mean, it looks like somebody's been grooming a Pomeranian and just taken all the fur off the brush and just shoved it in there. It looks a bit manky, to be quite fair. But yeah, if I did it and I tried to keep any of it, I'd certainly have to give it a haircut. Take some of the height and the fluff and the muck out of it, but we'll see what kind of job it is when we pull it apart. And I aren't too fussed. Like I say, I know a lot of people will be saying, that's a survivor, you shouldn't touch it. But like I say, I just think, that's. I've had survivors, and I know the difference between one which needs work and one which shouldn't shouldn't be touched. And for me, this is one which is more than acceptable for a restoration. You know, there's too many faults with it. And like I say, all it's going to do is deteriorate even more over time. It's got some weird front end on it, which I really like. It has quite an unusual look. Hang on. Oh, that weird front end is actually looks like the panel off a Revell 57 Ford. Turned upside down. And that's definitely off the 57 Ford there. So, yeah, it would be interesting to try and keep that in. It didn't come with a hood, so we'd probably try and get an AMT hood and maybe reshape the front end so it blends into the top of that 57 Ford front end. Quite nice. Yeah, I think we'd probably do something with that. I mean, you could see the lips underneath there. It kind of looks like it's got a fingernail holding the light pods up, so we'd probably address stuff like that. We just keep it as a screw bottom as always on these, but I think we'd turn out quite a nice custom from that, to be fair. Yeah, I think we'd improve upon the original builder's design, you know, and try and, like I say, finish off or if we try and get a bit of better quality, which he may have wanted back in the day, but not say that he wanted a nice model back in the day, but it's certainly showing its age now. This one, so a bit of an unusual one compared to the other kits we've got, but I thought I'd add it in. Been watching a few Gone in 60 Seconds clips over the weekend, after I'd done that conversion, and one of the ones I really wanted to do was the 70 Super Bee 4-door, black and white California car. We'd probably use the same kind of process we did with the 70 Plymouth Roadrunner with the rear roof. They're all very similar all similar roofs on these. Just be interested to see if it works out the same on an AMT kit. I mean, it won't necessarily be this one. I buy these in for the bodies. I know a lot of people buy the kits in for the chassis and then bin the bodies, or just disregard the bodies, put them in parts box, and I do the opposite. If I find a builder, I'll buy it. But I think the only problem with that is that half of them are being built as Pro Streets, and these have quite a nice hood, which you really don't need to do any work to if you're doing the conversion to a 4-door. So I don't really want to be wasting my time on repairing and putting a line back in which was already there. But we might have to on that. I haven't really checked the other two which I've got. So, but yeah, I mean, it's whether I thought I'd throw that in. If you want to see another conversion already, then I'd quite happily do one. But this is going to be probably a longer project. I mean, what I'm thinking of doing for these, I know I think in the past, obviously, I've done full videos for the full restoration. And one thing, I'm just boring you to death for an hour and a half on them, because it's really hard to fit so much in. I mean, I took a lot of inspiration from the likes of Martin Dare and the diecast guys who do them kind of videos, but there's just too much work into these, and you're waiting a month for one build, whereas I think if I can maybe just do one update a week or something I don't want to get it so you just keep seeing the same build in 100 videos and you're thinking that's never going to get done. When I start a project, I need to get it finished within 2 or 3 weeks, just for the fact that I lose interest in the build if I'm going back to the bench for over the course of 4 months or something, you know, building the same model, you know, I'm getting bored. I'm assuming you'd get bored of it. You know, by the time the kit's finished, you've lost all interest. But yeah, I was thinking of, you know, I think when I was doing the 70 Plymouth, I really would have liked to have done more updates on that, but we're really up to a time crunch, and you know, you could sort of add your input in between the builds on, you know, what you think we could do to improve it or what have you. And I mean, the chances are by the time you've seen that video and I've taken it to my partner's house, and you know, I've probably moved on quite far on with the build anyway, and kind of ready to do a next update. But yeah, I was thinking of doing that. Let me know what you think, guys, because I appreciate my short videos are long anyway. I mean, we're at 20 minutes talking about what we're going to do next, and but I just thought that, you know, I quite enjoyed doing the updates on the Cortina and what have you. It was, I think I could fit more in, you know, talk about what we've done in more detail rather than just quickly doing a round robin around what parts we put together or what we scratch built or how far we got. So I think I try to limit, if I'm doing it that way, I'll probably try to limit it to 2 or 3 updates, like I say, just so you're not losing interest and I'm not losing interest, and it just ends up a project which never gets finished. So like I say, keep the comments coming, keep the subs coming, as that's really all that's keeping me coming back to the bench at the moment. I mean, of course it's good because I enjoy building model cars, but you know, it's nice when you're able to share these things. And like I say, we've got a few ideas, and I'd like to know which one you would prefer to see first. I mean, like I say, this will probably take a lot longer than the rest of them. I'd say the easiest one would probably be the van. You know, that's probably a couple of weeks in my spare time, just doing a simple sort of project on that. This one probably not far off, maybe a little bit more work than the van, to be quite honest with you. Quite a few repairs to do on that. So yeah, that's probably a little bit more involved than the Dodge van. The Continental, you know, it'll be a straightforward restoration again, but there's a lot of foiling on this one. Yeah, if you want to put me through the pain of a lot of foiling, then there's certainly a lot to do on this one. That is a good looking car, that, isn't it? But yeah, this will definitely be more work than all 3 of those put together. A lot more custom work, a lot of sorting all the lines are being lost around here from the original body lines. You can see all the filler under the paint and what have you. So, you know, we'd have to sort all this out here and maybe work on this rear end a bit more to give it a bit more shape. And I think these were the original lights from the kit. But we've got other options for that. But yeah, that's probably a little bit more work. You know, we're missing parts as well, so there'll be a lot of parts box searching on that one, and to be quite honest, that's what takes a lot of the time. And this one, obviously, you know, we ended up doing another conversion on the body, which takes time. And like I say, each time I do one, I'll probably learn something how to perfect it a little bit more. Any of the problems I know not to, things which were causing me problems before, I'd certainly be well aware of before doing this one. You know, we'd probably just shove an old Joanne or MPC Mopar chassis under there, late 60s Mopar chassis. It wouldn't be a super detail one, but I'd probably build it with the driver and what have you. And you know, because the ones I'm doing from now on from that Gone in 6 Seconds movie, I'm kind of planning on a bit of a drama with that. So all the cars will get drivers and what have you. But Yeah, and I'd want to build it like it was a 70s kit as well. You know, I know this is a kit which was bought out in the 90s and is the modern tool, but we're using the old sort of one-piece chassis, so to speak. You know, we'll date it a little bit with that and end up doing all the interior up in police. But like I say, I mean, that'll be a longer project. I don't know if that's more of a side project, to be quite honest with you, because you know that'll be something which certainly take probably more than a month to build, I would have thought. Yeah, well, maybe we'll get it done in a month if that's all I concentrated on. But yeah, but I just think that was one of my favourite police cars out of that film. Yeah, just have one single siren, one of them big single sirens in the centre of the roof rather than a full roof bar. But yeah, that'll be like I say, there's no wrong answers whatsoever. I just thought in the next couple of days, save me thinking about it too much. I'm gonna put that job onto you guys and see what you think. But yeah, again, thank you ever so much. I think we're gonna close this video off now. Just please do comment. Like I say, I'd like to think that you sub to comment. I don't know how that works at all, but you know, if you, like I say, yeah, I would like see people sub to comment on there and then tell me what you think. Tell me what you'd like to see the most, and then I'll just do a tally up on Wednesday. Do a video for Wednesday night or Thursday morning, something around there. So, but we think we're giving you a few nice options to think about. So yeah, I think I'll sign this video off. Once more, thank you to everybody who supported the channel, and hope to grow it a lot more, and hope to get your help on these, and enjoy the rest of your day. Right, see you, bye. Bye.